So at this point, Arunil reporting live. Arunil, in a short while from now, we are expecting any minute when it comes to the people from the music industry, from the film industry, and his friends and his fans also to queue up to pay their last respects.
Well, that is right. In fact, KK's residence is in Versova. Just a few minutes from here is the crematorium in Versova as well. And many of the people from the film industry, they stay over here. You can see the BMC officials have reached here for preparations. In fact, the ambulance in which the mortal remains of KK will be carried, that has also reached here. Flowers have been put up on it. So yes, adequate preparations been made up over here, and as you
All right, we'll try to go back to Arunil shortly, but the entire nation, in fact, is mourning the loss of the iconic singer KK, who passed away after his performance in Kolkata. And we have the first images on our screens right now coming in, Arunil, of the mortal remains of KK that has now reached his Versova residence. No one would have thought that his, in fact, visit to Kolkata will be his last one, and this is the manner in which he'll return back home.
Well, that is right, Richa. This is the ambulance which has come over here, and it will in this the mortal remains will be taken to the crematorium. The mortal remains are at present at the residence of KK, and there are many people, basically the close friends and family members. They are reaching at this at his residence to pay their last respect. Between 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. is the time that has been given to the people from film industry to pay their homage to this great singer. Now, speaking about the legacy of KK, because that is the most important point over here, he will remain eternal. In fact, many of his fans have been saying that they have lost a family member today. He has been an integral part of their lives, especially their growing up years, especially their most beautiful years of their life, and whenever they have felt happy during reunions or during trips, his songs have made it more merry for them. That's what many fans have been saying. With respect to people reaching out for KK, we can expect several stalwarts from the media industry, from the music industry to come and pay their homage for this great singer. And by around 10:30 to 12:30 p.m. 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. The time has been kept for the people from media industry to pay their last respects. Yes, many fans are also angry about the fact that how this exactly happened, because he had gone there to perform in a concert, and this was extremely shocking, and it is very much synonymous with the song that KK's famous song, that is Pal Rahe Na Rahe Pal. He was singing that song very much on the stage, and then within few minutes he was no more. That also showcases that.
I would request you to also show our viewers the visuals of the mortal remains of KK that has now reached his residence. The ambulance has just now entered his building premises, and we are expecting his loved ones, his colleagues and friends to reach there shortly to pay their last respects. Please show us visually what's happening there.
Well, we'll show you the ambulance. The mortal remains, as I was pointing earlier, are inside the house of KK. This is the ambulance that has been brought by the BMC officials over here. It has been decorated with flowers, but the mortal remains are not inside this ambulance. They are at present in the residence. When the mortal remains will be taken to the cremation site, the mortal remains will be taken in this very ambulance. Last night only the mortal remains were brought at the residence of singer KK. Now, coming to the kind of legacy that KK indeed enjoyed, in fact, he can be said he is somebody who has given his melodious voice and tunes to the feelings and emotions of India's youth, and he continues to do that even today, and that is why he was singing in a college festival. He is somebody who started from singing in college festivals, winning accolades, winning several awards by singing in college festivals across different parts of India, and then making his mark, and eventually he landed in Mumbai. That's why the kind of aspirations that are there with respect to any struggler who lands over here. He did odd jobs to basically earn some money during his struggling days. But because of his talent, he was a self-made man. One can say self-made legend he was. Based on his talent only, he made his mark in the Indian film industry. He sang several hit songs, be it the song from Rehna Hai Tere Dil Mein or Yaro Dosti or Pal or several songs, one song from Hum Dil Di Chuke Sanam or his songs for Imran Hashmi as well. They have been hit chart busters until today as well, and it remains memorable for many of his fans till now. And it was, one can say that his last also came when he was basically performing in a college festival. Indeed, it is extremely heartbreaking and shocking for his family members, and that distraught was very much evident when his wife was paying respect to him in Kolkata when she was bringing the mortal remains back to the city of Mumbai, or his son also. Now, if you look at the scene outside his residence, yes, indeed, there are many media personnel over here. Some fans will be expected to come to his near his residence to pay their last respect, because the funeral is around 1:30 p.m. today. With respect to people from the music industry, from the acting fraternity, they will also be expected to come here. Now, KK is somebody who basically grew in stature based on his own merits and talents. He is somebody who was not from the Bollywood legacy families, one can say, and because of his hard work and sheer talent, he gains so much of affection amongst his fans, amongst many his contemporaries as well. That was clearly evident with respect to the tweets and Facebook posts that were put up by his contemporaries, giving their much love, affection, and the fitting tribute to their friend, to their colleague, as well as a great singer who is no more with us. 53 is a very young age if one looks at it, and whether there were any glaring irregularities or mismanagement from the organizers of the event, that is also been seriously raised by several fans as well as from several political leaders as well. In this case, Suvendu Adhikari speaking about it openly, and that will be looked into certainly. But this is the time to speak about the legacy and the work of KK that he has given to his fans. That will remain eternal, that will remain timeless and memorable for all his fans throughout their life.
Absolutely. We are looking at people who have already started to arrive there. Arunil will staying with those pictures there, as the music industry is also devastated because it was so early in his life. He had a lot more songs to give to his fans, to sing for his fans there, and we lost early, and this is the shock that it has sent to everyone. Mangeshkar, losing Bappida, and now it is KK.
Well, that is very aptly put up by you, Amita. In fact, we were covering Lata Didi's final journey as well. How emotional we all were at that time, the kind of contribution she has made for the Indian film industry. Now, there are different types of singers as well. Lata Didi is somebody who is known for her longevity, known for her melodious voice. With respect to KK, if one looks at it, he is known for his famous chart busters. He is known for his connect with the youth that he could make during the time of his career, and that is how his end also came to be, because he was performing on the stage during a college festival. If you look at his many songs, innumerable songs, they still have that same emotional connect India's youth. Pal, Yaro Dosti or Rehna Hai Tere Dil Mein songs, they still have the same magic with respect to that it endures with India's emotions of India's youth. One can say that he indeed gave words and his melodious voice as well as music to the expressions and to the feelings of India's youth born between the 1980s and early 1990s. He has been part of every reunion when it comes to education days or academic days of India's youth. That has been his major contribution, and indeed KK is somebody who has been very much respected across his contemporaries as well. If you look at it, it was Arijit Singh. He was part of a talent and program program for a singing competition. There, it was KK who had praised him, and he had told him that he is going to grow big in India's music industry, and that's what it happens. So he had that knack of spotting talent as well, and it is extremely special quality, one can say. And Arijit Singh, later on when he became big, he sung some of the famous songs of KK to pay his thankfulness, or pay his thanks,
Absolutely, and the
gratitude
impact that his music has had on the youth of this nation, on the people of this nation, is in fact to be seen for years to come. Stay with us, Arunil. We'll be back with you after this short break. Keep watching.